we're getting ready to start a Ditch the Dadbod challenge, and I just thought I would share some things that we could do to sort of wrap up this year and get ready for a healthy 2021. We know that one of our best defenses against COVID and chronic disease and all of the bad stuff that happens in our lives is actually being healthy and fit human beings. Health and fitness, of course, starts in the kitchen. So what I wanted to share with you today is a couple of things. One, about cleaning up your kitchen to make your life just a little bit easier with regards to eating healthy, as well as how to trick your brain into developing positive habits and letting go of bad habits. And these are all related and all twisted and tied up together. What I have most of my clients do when they first start working with me is what I like to call the Great Kitchen Cleanse. And it is literally like an audit of your kitchen, your pantry, your cupboards, your refrigerator, your freezer, your garage refrigerator, wherever you have stuff that you could consume. It's time to go through that and literally get rid of the things that don't need to be there. And I know this is hard. It's really hard. I have small kids and older kids, but not having snacks for them is just the worst. It's just the hardest. It is challenging with a family, it's challenging with kids to try to navigate that. I know that. But what we can do is at least get rid of the low-hanging fruit, the stuff that's in our pantry, and our refrigerator, and our freezer that we just shouldn't have there, except for maybe a very special occasion. For me specifically, I'll talk about the things that I can't have in my pantry, or I can't have in my freezer, or I'm going to eat them. For me, I can't have Doritos around or bags of chips because I love snacking. I love snacking. And I gotta keep those away. I can't have a bunch of really easy to snag junk food and snacks. At 9 o'clock at night, I am not the most disciplined human being. So I literally need to remove the opportunity for me to make bad decisions at 9 o'clock at night. So not having Cheetos, not having junk food in the pantry is key for me. Another thing that I can't have, because I just don't have a lot of control around it, is ice cream. So I don't have ice cream in the freezer unless maybe it's a special occasion. From time to time, I do splurge and I'll have a bowl of ice cream with my kiddos because that's awesome and I love ice cream. But I will definitely try not to keep ice cream because I will revisit that freezer. The whole gist of the Great Kitchen Cleanse is to get rid of all of the things that become tempting to you at your weakness, or when you're tired, when you're hungry, when you're bored, when you don't have much time. Bag of chips, hit the road. We want to avoid all of that. So the Great Kitchen Cleanse, literally let's get rid of anything and everything that is sort of piled up in our pantry, our freezers, or refrigerators that's no good for us, that we don't want to have. That, yeah, when we have self-control, it's fine to have that stuff around, but I don't even want that stuff around when I have self-control, because at 9 o'clock at night, I will get weak and I will be tempted and I will snack on some of those things. And this leads me to this second idea of habits and getting rid of bad habits and forming good habits. And one of the ways that we can get rid of bad habits or decrease the temptation of bad habits is to actually increase the friction it takes to acquire said habit. So for example, I was just sharing this on my Instagram feed the other day. If I wanted to say watch less TV, there's a couple of things I could do to create friction in my life that would basically trick my lazy brain into just not even doing it. So for example, I could take out the batteries from the remote control for my TV and put them in a different room. So anytime I want to turn on the TV, I've got to go to the other room, grab those batteries, put them into the remote control, turn on the TV to engage in that. Or another idea could be to say out loud to myself, what am I going to watch on TV if I turn this on? I'm turning this on to watch Schitt's Creek because it's a great show. Okay, that keeps me from turning on the TV and just mindlessly scrolling through YouTube or Netflix to try to find something to consume. I'm gonna turn on the TV, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of Schitt's Creek because it's 9 o'clock and I just wanna chill out. And I really want a bag of chips and a bowl of ice cream, but I don't even have those in my house. Perfect. Just gonna relax and watch 2 episodes of Schitt's Creek. Turn the TV off. Another thing you could do is unplug the TV. I'm not saying TV is a good or bad habit. I'm just saying this is an example. We can do the same thing by doing the Great Kitchen Cleanse with food that we shouldn't have. Some of my clients, and myself included, again, we get snacky late at night. So not having snacks in the house is a great way to increase the friction it would require for me to get a snack. If I want a bag of Doritos, I would have to get in the car and drive to the grocery store to buy that bag of Doritos. And there's no way I'm gonna do that at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I'm just too lazy. So I'm actually taking advantage of my laziness to not engage in behaviors that I don't really want to engage in. Switching over to positive habits, I will often, when I'm preparing food, prepare a whole bunch of things at one time, thinking to myself, if I'm gonna make a mess in my kitchen, I'm gonna get as much done as possible while making this mess. I don't particularly love cooking unless it's something kind of special. I just feel like it's a task. So if I've got 6 chicken breasts on the grill and I'm waiting 7 minutes to flip my chicken breast, I might peel and slice up a bunch of carrots and celery and store those in containers that would be easy for me to grab those out of the fridge when I need a snack. A celery snack, man, if you want to have a celery snack, do that all day, any day of the week. It is not a snack to turn down. Go for it. Have as much celery as you want in your life. I've got a mess in my kitchen, the chicken is cooking, I've got knives and cutting boards out. I'm gonna cut some stuff up and make it really easy for me to grab healthy snacks when I do get snacky, or to grab ingredients that I want to throw in with a particular meal. I love making easy habits really frictionless. That's why I do shop at Costco from time to time. Huge store. I grab frozen broccoli. I always have multiple bags of frozen broccoli in my freezer because it's something I love to add to meals. It is the big green chunk of food that I can put on my plate. Frozen broccoli, organic broccoli, just as good as fresh broccoli, and having that always in my freezer makes it super easy to add to my plate. I always have a big batch of rice cooked because I do have rice as some of my carbohydrates. I always have sweet potatoes handy, and I've developed a way to make them super easy in the morning. Microwave for 2 minutes, slice about 1/4 inch thick, put it under the broiler until burnt, and they're perfect. So I've made all of those things really easy. Eating sweet potatoes with my breakfast, love that. It's very easy. Having egg whites, again, cartons of egg whites from Costco to add to a couple of my full eggs makes my life really easy. So anytime that I can create shortcuts for easy and positive habits and create roadblocks for those bad habits, I will do that because my brain is just lazy. It's stupid. I mean, our brain, we're smart, but as a behavior, we just have to trick our brain. And it makes life a little bit easier, getting rid of those old habits by making it hard to acquire those things, increase the friction on bad habits, decrease the friction, make it easy to engage in positive habits, and clean out all the stuff in your fridge and your freezer and your pantry that you don't want. Let's do that as we round out this year. Those of you that are jumping into the next Dad Bod Challenge, do all this right now. Make it easy so you are hitting the ground running. Thanks for listening, guys. If you enjoy this content or have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment, give me a like, thumbs up, ask me questions. I love engaging with y'all. See you soon.